In the world of showbiz, fame comes with both freedom and responsibility. And for Alden Richards and Maine Mendoza, recent reports suggest that their movements, both on-screen and behind the scenes, may be influenced by the contracts they signed early in their careers. This revelation adds a new layer to the story fans have followed for years, where Alden and Maine caught in the obligations of their agreements, limiting their freedom to openly define their relationship or make certain career decisions. The contract that shapes careers. Contracts in showbiz are not just formalities. They are binding agreements that can dictate appearances, project involvement, and even public statements. For Alden and Maine, the very contracts that helped launch Alden also came with strict conditions. It is said that these agreements may have prevented them from freely exploring certain projects together, or even from openly sharing personal truths with their fans. While the details remain private, insiders suggest that the duo's recent cautiousness might be tied to these long-term obligations. Fans understand the boundaries. For Alden fans, this news may come as both a surprise and an explanation. Many have long wondered why Alden and Maine appear careful in public interactions, or why rumors often remain just that, rumors. Contracts, after all, are designed to protect both talent and production, ensuring that everything is managed professionally. While this sometimes restricts personal expression, it also provides stability and long-term opportunity, something both Alden and Maine have benefited from over the years. Loyalty and professionalism hand in hand. Even under these contractual constraints, Alden and Maine have maintained their professionalism. Their loyalty to each other, to the Alden legacy, and to the teams behind the scenes remains evident. Every appearance, every project, every word seems carefully considered, reflecting both respect for the agreement they signed and their understanding of the impact of their actions on millions of fans. This delicate balance between personal desire and professional obligation shows maturity and a sense of responsibility that many younger stars aspire to achieve. What this means for the future. While some may see contracts as limitations, for Alden and Maine, they may also serve as a roadmap. They define boundaries, yes, but they also create opportunities to work strategically, ensuring that any decision aligns with both career growth and personal integrity. For fans, this means that the story of Alden isn't over. It's evolving thoughtfully behind the scenes, with both Alden and Maine making choices carefully rather than rushing into announcements or appearances that could conflict with legal obligations. Respecting the journey. Understanding the role of contracts gives fans a new perspective on the duo's silence or careful navigation of the spotlight. It's not a lack of interest nor a distancing, it's a responsible approach to the promises they made, both to themselves and to the projects that launched their careers. Their dedication, both to each other and to their craft, continues to inspire. Even if they appear caught in certain restrictions, their professionalism and loyalty shine brighter than any gossip. Final thoughts. Beyond the contract. In the end, the story of Alden Richards and Maine Mendoza is not defined solely by contracts or limitations. It's defined by respect, loyalty, and a shared history that no agreement can erase. And perhaps, once the timing is right and the obligations are aligned, fans may finally witness the full expression of their story, free, heartfelt, and authentic, just as Alden was always meant to be. Behind the scenes, how the contract influenced decisions. It's easy to assume that stars like Alden Richards and Maine Mendoza can act purely on personal desire, especially when it comes to appearances, reunions, or projects that fans long to see. But in reality, every move is often carefully calculated under the framework of their contracts. Industry insiders suggest that these agreements cover multiple areas. Project approval, which shows or films they can appear in together. Public appearances, guidelines for interviews, fan events, or social media content referencing their partnership. Statements and announcements, even comments about each other or Alden-related topics may require pre-approval. Timing restrictions, coordinating schedules and releases to avoid conflicts with other network commitments. Such clauses ensure professionalism and protect the production companies involved, but they also mean that Alden and Maine cannot always act spontaneously, no matter how heartfelt their intentions. Patience is part of the journey. For fans, This behind-the-scenes reality explains a lot. It's not silence out of disinterest. It's silence out of responsibility. It's not avoidance, it's patience. Aldub has always been about the careful buildup of emotional connection. And in many ways, the contracts may have helped preserve the magic. By preventing impulsive announcements or uncoordinated appearances, the agreements ensured that the duo's story remained intact, authentic, and special to fans. Even today, as rumors of a comeback swirl, the careful timing shows that Alden and Maine are honoring both the commitments they signed and the trust of their supporters, balancing personal freedom and professional obligations. Being caught by contracts doesn't mean a lack of agency. It simply means that Alden and Maine are navigating a delicate balance. They want to connect with fans, honor their history, and celebrate their legacy, but they must also respect legal and professional boundaries. This balance requires maturity, foresight, and a level of discipline that few can maintain in such a high-pressure environment. And it's precisely this professionalism that has allowed both of them to maintain respect in the public eye, avoiding unnecessary drama and speculation. Fans' role in supporting the journey. Understanding this context also empowers fans. Instead of pressuring Alden and Maine or demanding constant updates, supporters can appreciate the patience and professionalism involved. They can celebrate the loyalty that continues behind the scenes, the integrity with which the duo navigates their careers, the emotional depth of a partnership that has endured both time and contractual obligations. By doing so, fans become partners in preserving the legacy of Aldub, ensuring that when the right moment comes, it will be unforgettable. Looking ahead, hope beyond restrictions. While contracts may temporarily limit spontaneous appearances or statements, they cannot diminish the bond between Alden and Maine, or the connection fans feel toward Aldub. In fact, when the restrictions lift or the timing aligns, the eventual reunions, projects, or celebrations will carry even more weight, amplified by anticipation and years of patience. Contracts may have slowed the pace, but they haven't changed the story. And for Aldub fans, that's a promise worth waiting for. Final reflection: respect, patience, and legacy. Being caught in contractual obligations may seem limiting from the outside, but for Alden Richards and Maine Mendoza, it's a part of maintaining the integrity of their careers, their legacy, and their bond. Through loyalty, professionalism, and careful timing, they continue to honor both their journey and the millions of fans who have supported them. And when the time is finally right, every moment that was delayed will shine brighter than ever, proof that true stories, like true connections, are worth the wait.